it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week with the edit. This is a weekly roundup of new sewing pattern releases. It's been a great week. We've got some really good things to talk about. Before I get going, a little public service announcement. At the moment, we are adding videos to quite a few of our products. So we got a lot of feedback from people saying, which I completely understand, like sometimes you don't know what you're going to get inside the physical pattern. So I've done some videos per designer. So for example, tilling the buttons or closet core, showing you what you get inside, what the instructions look like, what the pattern sheets are like. Anyway, they're very short and they're going on the product pages, but it does mean that I think you're going to get loads of notifications that I'm releasing loads of videos, and I just wanted to apologise. So if you see loads of videos popping up over the next few weeks, that is why. Just ignore them. You don't have to watch them. They're only a couple of minutes long, but that is why. So I'm going to get started. The first pattern I've got to talk to you about is the Sylvie jacket by Vanessa Hansen. So before I get going on this, I will caveat this. So this pattern was included in Talco magazine, the last issue, not the current one. So if you already have that magazine, don't buy the pattern because you've already got it. Just want to make that clear. So this pattern comes in sizes UK 6 to 32. I think this is such a great jacket pattern. It's perfect for beginners. So let's have a look at it. You can see from the line drawing, it's almost a mixture of a blazer sort of style and a pea coat. It's unlined, which means it's going to be really nice and speedy to sew. There aren't any fastenings unless you want to add them yourself. There's a little dart at the bust, but basically it's a very simple make that I think would be so useful for everyone's wardrobes. I will also say that I've started to do some of my trend research for. We've got a trend thing coming up in a few weeks, and pea coats are everywhere at the moment. So I feel like this would be very much on trend and easy to make and useful. So it's a win-win. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So if you do have last issue of Talco, you've got it in there, but otherwise it's available now. It's really great. So the next pattern we've got is the So Liberated, oh my God, the name, Concentra pants. I don't know how on earth you pronounce that. I'm terribly sorry because I think I have slaughtered that. This is a very interesting pattern. So I almost feel like before I show you I'll show you one picture and then I'll show you the line drawing because there's quite a lot going on here. So the trousers, they are high-waisted. There are two different options of the leg. There's a kind of wide leg and a sort of straight cut leg. And then there is this really interesting detail going on at the front with this sort of chevron with pockets in it. There are options to add. If I'm being brutally honest, I think too many pocket options. There are loads of different options you can add. So you can have the little change pocket up there. You can have patches on the knee. You can have pockets on the back or not, depending on what you want. But I just thought they were really interesting. I haven't really seen a pair of trousers like this before. The fastening on them is a side zip. There are little darts at the back as well, so you can get some kind of good shaping there. But I think the thing that's quite interesting is they really are endlessly customizable. Like you could change loads of different things about them. I really like the version. And if you described this to me, I wouldn't have thought I would have liked it at all. But I do really like the version, this one I'm showing you, with the dark denim and then the lighter denim at the top. It looks like the shape of the leg and the cut at the top is actually really flattering and could be really great on a lot of people. Yeah, they've just really caught my attention. I just thought are really interesting. Also, it's great they're photographed on lots of different models and different fabrics, because it gives you a real idea of what the pattern is like. So if you're feeling like trousers and you want a bit of I feel like these are perfect for someone who's made maybe a pair or two trousers and want to kind of challenge themselves, because they're quite interesting, and I think you'd learn a lot on the construction of this. So next pattern we've got is the Trend Patterns Gathered Wrap Dress. Now, I'm going to start by just showing you the line drawing for this before we get into all the photographs, because if I'm being completely honest, again, I think that the photographs of this dress really let it down, because I think it's a fab shape. So this pattern comes in sizes 6 to 22. There are two variations. There's a wrap version, and then there's also one that you just pull over your head. There are two collar variations. There's one with a frill and one without. It's a relaxed fit. There are two sleeve options. I just think it's a really lovely pattern. So to me, it looks quite similar to a Merchant de Mills pattern, but this collar on it makes it feel a bit younger and a bit more modern. I think it's really great. We were all talking about how nice it is, but I just think that the photographs let it down, because I think it's a really cool shape. I think you could wear it loads, you could get a lot of wear out of it, but I think that's the thing that's sort of letting it down a bit, to be honest. But I love it. I think it's really great, and I think it's something that I particularly love the check version. I'll show you I just think that's really gorgeous with those straight sleeves, and be really flattering and really comfortable on loads of people. So that is the next one we've got. So next we've got the Itch to Stitch Nussel joggers. Nussel joggers. Let's go with that. What is up with the names today? I feel like I'm being, I say them out loud before I start doing them, and in the hope that it'll make it easier, but anyway, it doesn't. So the Nussel joggers, as we will be calling them, comes in a size UK 6 to 34. These are really nice, actually. Two variations. So you can either go for a straight leg version or a version that kind of comes in at the ankle. There's also a version which you can have which is sort of 3/4 length. The straight leg version actually has little slits in the bottom, so you get it kind of will sit nicely over your shoes. You get kind of a little flare. There are pockets, drawstring waist. Just a nice pair of joggers. I do quite like the kind of fitted version of this. I think they feel kind of a bit smarter. I think you could get away with wearing these out and about a bit more than a kind of standard pair of joggers. But Itch to Stitch always does really fab patterns. So if you are thinking about joggers and you've been kind of perusing, these ones are definitely worth going and having a look at and seeing if they are your bag. So next up, we've got a pair of knickers. I just included these because I thought they might be, if anyone is still in the midst of kind of trying to get their sojo back, this could be a nice little speedy make. So they're just a pair of quite standard bikini briefs. They're made with jersey, great for stash busting if you've got bits of jersey left over. And they're quite good for beginners. So if you're in the beginner camp, this would be a good option to kind of have a go at. But I just thought they were quite a nice little kind of fun project. You could do them in a couple of hours and have them all kind of done and dusted. Right, next I have got three public service announcements. So we've got some commercial pattern drops in case you haven't seen. The first ones we've got are from Simplicity, We've got 25 new patterns. They're actually really nice. They've done that slightly annoying thing that we were talking about a while ago where quite a few of them are split. So the size bandings are split into two different sizes and photographed. And sometimes it's quite hard to know if they are the same pattern. So they've done that again. So just, if you can't see your size, just go back and double check that the one next to it isn't the right one. But there's some lovely dresses. There is one item that I think is really gorgeous, but I think you will agree that perhaps the fabric choice might not have been the best option. I'm not going to say anything more. I'm just going to put the picture up and let you agree with me. So that was definitely amusing some of us this week. But yeah, there's some really nice options. There's a really cool Mini G poncho actually, which is really interesting. If you're enjoying kind of that sort of luxy sportswear stuff, this is definitely worth going and having a look at. There's also a really lovely coat that's got a kind of scarf attached to it that's quite simple. Again, this one is split into two size bandings, so go and have a look if you're kind of thinking about a nice simple coat. Next up, we've got a Butterick's drop as well, and we've got 15 new patterns from them. Again, size banding split thing is going on here. I would say with these, there are some nice styles. Just look past the photos and just go and have a look at the line drawings, because there are some slightly dodge styling going on, which is, you know, not, yeah, anyway. And last but not least, we've got a massive drop of bird patterns, so 40 patterns have arrived. Most of these are older ones that they're kind of, we're adding over time because it's such a vast project adding a big commercial person. But if you like Birder and you're looking for something, they're all there, so you can go and have a look. Right, that is it from me. I hope that was useful and you found something nice to sew. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and we'll be back soon. Bye.